Okay, it started. So we have our page here. I'm going to expand it to the view that I need. I needed to add some styling. I'll start from top to bottom again. So the first thing I need to do is probably make this H2 a little bigger. So I'm just going to style this from top to bottom again, whatever I missed the first time, because I was running out of time. So let's say H2. I'm in the subheader section, so I'll say subheader H2, font size 25 pixels. Maybe not big enough. Okay, that's better. And maybe Joe, you if you're here, if you want to help me, is Joe in here? Yeah, he is.
So
Maybe find the font for me so I can add the font at the end here.
yeah. Do you know what font it is by any chance?
No idea. I think it's probably Comic Sans or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to adjust this HR tag. So if I search for HR on my CSS, let's say HR. Oh, I didn't add an HR in my CSS. I need to find where it is. It's below the subheader, so I'm going to add it below this section here. I'm going to say HR with, I'm going to say 75% of the page. I'm not going to guess pixels here. Actually, I know it's about 700 pixels. So yep, that's about it. And I'm going to say border bottom 2 pixels solid black. That's going to give it that pixel amount that I need. And what if I add margin 0 auto? Margin 0 auto. Okay, now it's centered. So now I have this black line. I did it with an HR tag. And now I need to maybe change here my cards a little bit. So I need to add maybe some spacing between the numbers and the P tag that is below the image here. So what did I call these numbers here? I said weather numbers. So maybe some margin top. 15 pixels. And I'd say that's enough space. I think I'm pretty much done with the view. The only thing I need to change here is maybe the label. The label for this drop down. So I'll do that. So I'm going to go in here, find my label. I just do a Control F search for label. Now that I found it, I need to figure out where to add it in my CSS. It's in my subheader section, so I'm going to do that here. And I'm going to say subheader. I don't want to put it below the HR. I want to keep things organized as I see them on the page. So above my HR, I'm going to say that subheader label, font size 15 pixels. Let's see if that makes it bigger. No, I think that made it smaller. 20. That's better. Okay. And also, I guess the box itself maybe needs to be a little bit bigger. So I want to style the select. Font size 20 pixels. Let's see the font size now. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Let's see here, select. Now I need to actually work on this cookie section here. And I see that there's a gap here, so let me inspect. It's because this whole weather card section is so large. I need to decrease the height. So if I go to weather card section, I say height 300, and it's a little bit more reasonable. Okay, that's better. Okay, now I need to play with this cookies button section below. So what do I need to change? I think I need to move this header to the left and add a different height to the whole section. So let's see here. Cookie section. Height, say 100 pixels. That's too small, so 150. That's too much. Okay, that's better. Now I need to increase the width of the button. So let's figure out what I need to do here. Cookie body. Button. I'm going to say background color is light blue. Okay. I need to add a box shadow to it because I have a little box shadow here. So box shadow, 2 pixels, 2 pixels, 0 pixels, black. Okay, that gives that there. I need to say height and width of the button. Height, I'm going to say 30 pixels. Okay, that's about the same. And width, like 90 pixels. Okay, that's looking better. And maybe the font size. Font size, that is not right. Let's take a look here. I need to increase the width, but I think what the issue is that the P tag is pushing out so much that it's not giving space for the button to fully expand. So I'm going to decrease the P tag so that it indents, personalize, and 2. So let me do that. So I'll say cookie body p tag width 400 pixels. Okay, and now my button's fully expanded, so that's good. And I see justified content space between is not the best, so I'll say justified content space around, and that's much better. Okay, this is looking good. Now, what could I do to make this better? Read more.
You'd give that a dark gray background to your days.
To the what?
Like each day, how it has that dark gray square around it.
Each day?
Yeah, you see how like it has that like grayed out rectangle around each one.
Maybe I'm colorblind. I don't see that.
Here, hold on, let me annotate. Maybe I'm just like how like each one has this little shaded square around it.
No way, I don't see a shaded square. Am I going blind here?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh no. Does
Am I?
anyone else see that shaded square?
I see it.
Yeah, it's
Oh
it's
my-
it's the same color gray as the cards. It's just harder to see because the black border is contrasting harder, whereas the gray is contrasting with the white background in the cards.
No way.
I color picked both of them for my cards and cookie bar, and it is the same color.
I don't see a gray background at all.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Turn your contrast isn't high enough on your monitor.
Yeah.
That's
I think-
probably a monitor setting.
I think it's because my contrast is all the way high or something. Let me see here.
Or you're looking at your screen from a weird angle or something.
Let me try to I'm not going to mess with my monitor settings, and I'm just going to assume it's all white. That's kind of scary. I don't see it on the
That's why Tigist earlier was saying that those weather images have a border radius because they're a circle, a white circle around the image within a gray box.
Okay, I'm
Yep.
gonna go to my contrast. My contrast on my monitor is at 50. So if I increase it all the way,
Man, I got pretty good got lined up pretty good on that circle.
Oh my.
Hard to do.
I'm starting to get a little scared here that I'm losing my sight.
I gave you the link for that font if you want to mess with that, but
Can someone like screenshot it and link it to me on like Discord or something?
It's still gonna show if it's your monitor.
I
It's
have
still gonna
I
show
have
the
a
same way.
different monitor here. I have a different PC and monitor here that I guess I can pull it up on my PC, but the whole time I've worked on this, I've done this project several times. I've never noticed a gray background. Okay. I mean, I don't think you guys are messing with me. I'm just like shocked that. Did someone link it to me already?
I'm trying to. I don't know if somebody else did it, but
Okay, well, I'm just gonna move on then. At this point, this looks good enough for me. Maybe the header could be a little bit more. Okay. But I don't see it, so I can't mimic it. I'm gonna have to mess with my monitor settings or maybe see an eye doctor. Because I can see everything pretty well. I mean, I have a good vision. I guess maybe it's color blindness at this point.
I'm semi-colorblind, so join the club.
Oh my gosh, let me put some different shades on here. Maybe. No. What is wrong with me?
I sent you a screenshot in Discord. So
Oh, I do see that in Discord. Let me see if it appears on my monitor here in Discord. Now I'm taking you guys' time. Oh, check this out. I don't see it here, but I see it on my PC. What could that be? I do see it on my PC. Huh.
So you got your brightness and turned all the way up and your contrast turned down or something.
I think it's my brightness all the way up. So turn my
Yeah.
brightness up. No, I'm turning my brightness down. It doesn't change the view. Maybe the contrast down. Okay, I won't mess with it now. I see it. I just can't. So let me do the border radius on the images here. Actually, I won't be able to edit anything I can't see. So shoot. We'll just move on. Okay, this is as good as it gets for CSS, guys. Now I just need to add the JavaScript. Okay. So I already did 2 out of 3 of the JavaScript. I just need to work on this Fahrenheit Celsius change. So I'm gonna do a very brute force way of doing this, and that's okay. Okay, I just want you to see how you could attempt this. So I need to create a function, first of all, that is called temp change. So function temp change. Okay. And I need to grab the value of the I need to go to the selector here. So I need to go to my select. Where's my select? Here it is. Okay, and in this thing here, I will need to add some sort of ID to the select. So I have temp selector. So I need to grab that in my function. So I'll say var temp value equals document dot get element by ID. And then I'll say temp selector dot value. Now I want to console log this. Okay, so now every time I select a new value, I want to get this selects value here. So now I'm going to test this here.
Changed your VS Code tried to autocomplete for you on the end of that and messed you up on the end of line 11.
Oh, good catch.
Yep.
And if you're doing it by ID, do you have to use the hashtag inside of those quotations inside of the,
No.
no, you can just,
Yep.
okay,
knows
because
it.
it's already assuming the ID with the get element by ID.
Yes.
Okay.
So if I say Fahrenheit, it's not console logging. So let's see what I did wrong. Did I do a typo? Maybe I
Can we use also, instead of get element by ID, can we use get query selector?
Yes, I could do that. I just want to see, I have this way to show you guys. Let me see if I can get this to work. Let me try with this.
I think you just need to put your on change event on your selector. You wrote the function.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a little end of the day brain here. Okay, so on change, I need to invoke here on change equals change temp change. Okay, so now that I've added this, reading value, so let's see here. Cannot read property values of null, reading value. Did I type in something wrong? Temp selector, get element by ID.
Should be
mu-
underlined and not, I mean,
Yeah,
dashed and not underlined.
Ah,
I mean,
Yeah, it's minus.
useful words.
working a little too fast here. Fahrenheit, Celsius, nice. Okay. So now I am going to go through and give different temp IDs to each temperature. Okay. This is a really brute force way of doing this. Like it's not sophisticated at all, but I just want to show you how we can change something. So I'm going to say class it already has a class. I want to give it IDs. So I'm going to say ID temp1. And I'm going to do all the temperatures. I'm going to give them unique IDs. Now there is a complex way of actually doing the math and configuring that at the end. I just want to show you guys the most basic way for your guys' understanding is to have like a least common denominator for how to change text on the page for JavaScript. Okay. So I'll give this a temp ID temp5, temp6, temp7. This will be temp8. Now I need to grab them here. So I'll say temp1 equals document dot query selector hashtag. Oop, need to put that in quotations. Temp1. Okay. I want a console log to see this works. Console.log temp1. So if I inspect my page, go to the console, there's temp1, 24. So I want to change 24 if the temp value is Fahrenheit, I want to change it to 75. Okay. If it's Celsius, then I change it back to 24. So I'm going to grab all of them by their IDs. So let me do that now. I'm just going to copy this 7 more times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll change the numbers here. I'm going to use this shortcut in VS Code. If you hold Command or Control on your keyboard, Control and then D, you can delete multiple values at once. So I'm going to do 2, then 2, 3, then 3, 4. Seven and 7. Do it one more time here. So anytime I run this function, I'll be able to grab all of these. And then I'm going to say, if temp value equals Fahrenheit. If this is Fahrenheit, then temp1 dot inner HTML equals 75. Else, if temp value, and I need to make it a double equal sign here because I'm assigning the value. instead of
Is
checking.
inner HTML the same thing as inner text?
Yes. I'm going to say Celsius. I'm going to say temp1 dot inner HTML equals 24. Okay, now let's test this for temp1. I only want to change one temperature right now. Let's see if it works. Okay. You see how it's moving this right here? Annotate it in case anyone can't see it. I'm only changing this one here. You switch it between Celsius and Fahrenheit. So now I just need to do that 7 more times. Okay. And then I'm done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's copy this one 7 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's see the numbers here. So if it's Celsius, it's going to be 24, 18, 27, 19, 24, 18. 27, 19, 21, 16, 26, 21. Twenty-six, 21. Okay, now if you guys have the time and energy to do this a more efficient way, I would encourage you to do that. But I'm starting here with the simplest way to do it. Give an ID to each one. And on change, just switch it through hard coding it. 61. 75, 65, 80, 66, 69, 61, 78, and 70. Okay. Now I just need to make them numbered 1 through 8. So let me delete all these ones. Oh no, it's grabbing the ones on the right hand side. That's not good. It's okay, I just do it this way. Oh, that should stay 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and if I made no typos here, I think I'm good. Let's test this out. Okay. The only thing I would need to add is that degree button, that little degree marker. I guess I could add that, but that's going to be unnecessary. You guys get the picture, right? I would just need to copy this little circle here, add it to each little number here, and then I'd be good. Or that's the way to write it in.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions about how I did this?
Where did I go wrong? I know where I went wrong. I used a capital.
You use the capital what?
For Fahrenheit and Celsius, and then when writing in the functions, I used lowercase like you did.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's easy to do. Anybody else? I should have it. Yay. Now there's a way to do this with math to convert it, right? You'd have to do a conversion of Celsius to Fahrenheit, do some division, and then say if it's that value, then divide that number by whatever you need to get the difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit. But it's just an if-else statement.
And that JavaScript would be a lot shorter if you did
Yes.
that, because you could just
Yes.
have one rule for each set of values, yeah?
Yes, I'm grabbing each individual element on this page and switching it if my drop down says Fahrenheit or Celsius based on the value. This would still be necessary if it's Celsius, then do the math to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius, or if it's Fahrenheit, do the math to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. But I did this without math. I wouldn't have to think, and I could do this as fast as possible within the time allotted without giving you guys too much stress. But this seems a little bit complex as well. There's no way around it. This is going to be, you're changing like 8 things on the page at once. You're either going to have to do one math equation to do it all, or grab them all and say if they're Fahrenheit, change it to this number. If they're Celsius, change it to this number. Okay. So, if you are still studying for the test, don't worry about making this conversion equation. That's not going to be something we ever do on a test. All we're going to want you to do on a test is if there is a drop down to change something on the page. Okay. The only JavaScript that I haven't shown you guys that I wish I could with more time, and I did go over it on the lecture on Monday, is how to make text appear on a pop-up if you entered into a text input bar. Okay, but I did go over that on Monday on the JavaScript lecture. So be sure to rewatch that lecture or read the platform. Everything you need to know about how to make JavaScript work is all on the platform here, okay? Especially query selector. Changing HTML. Oh, logged out. Ugh. Okay, I was almost there. Let's go there. It's all here. Changing an image. Changing a background color with the button. Setting dark to light mode. This is not something you would see on the test. Neither this. Making alerts pop up, deleting something from the page, increasing something with the likes, like the likes assignment. That's all necessary for the test. Okay. All right, class. Great job today. I'm
Hey
already
Josh,
over time. Yes.
super quick. For alerts, do we need those in a function in the JS, or can we put the alert in the on click inside of the HTML?
I'm not gonna say it's necessary to put in the JS, but it's gonna look a lot cleaner
Okay,
if you separate it. Yeah.
okay, I will.
Yep. Good question. Anybody else?
So the way we write that function to get the temperature change was using but yeah, variable temp with documented with value. Okay.
Yeah, I got the value from the select. I'm able to either get Fahrenheit or Celsius when I use the drop down selector, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I created an a variable for each ID that I said temp 5, temp 6, temp 7, temp 8. And I said if it's Fahrenheit, if temp value equals Fahrenheit, then make these IDs inner HTML or inner text, either way, these values. Otherwise, if it's Celsius, give them these values.
Okay.
Yep, pretty simple, right?
Not too crazy. Just trying
No.
to learn this JavaScript nonsense.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you guys. You
Bye,
guys have a
everyone.
wonderful evening. Don't study too hard before tomorrow. Get some rest, okay?
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Taking off. See you guys.
Later, guys.